The same brain regions that fire during cocaine withdrawal also fire when you lose someone you love. Neuroscientist Helen Fisher confirmed this in 2010 using fMRI scans of people experiencing romantic rejection. The images looked like withdrawal from a drug. Now hold that finding and ask what it means when the person you lost was never real to begin with. Every deception leaves a pattern. Every pattern reveals a mind. Welcome to the con mind. In 1999, a researcher named Pauline Boss published a concept called ambiguous loss. She wasn't writing about romance scams. She studied families of missing soldiers, and later, families watching someone disappear into dementia while their body stayed in the room. She found two kinds of grief that don't follow the normal path. One where the body is gone, but the relationship still feels present. One where the body stays, but the person you knew is gone. Here's where it gets strange. A romance scam doesn't fit either category. It fits both at once. The person was never physically there to begin with. But from your side, every conversation, every reassurance, every plan for the future felt completely real. There's no funeral for that, no official ending, just an account that stopped replying. Here's why it still hurts even after you know the facts. The attention you received early on worked on the same reward system as any real relationship. The same unpredictable reward pattern from the love bombing phase, explained in an earlier video, is still active here. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a real partner going quiet and a scammer's account going quiet. It just registers the reward stopping and reaches for it the same way it would with anyone. You're not grieving a stranger who lied to you. You're grieving the version of them you were given, the one built specifically to be missed. Now notice something about how it ends. The discard itself is rarely dramatic. Most of the time, it's just silence. No argument, no goodbye, no explanation for why the messages stopped. That absence of closure isn't an accident. A clean ending would give you something to process and move past. Silence keeps the door open in your mind, because as long as there's no confirmed ending, some part of you keeps waiting for one. There's actually a second loss hiding inside the first one. The obvious loss is the relationship itself, the conversations, the plans, the closeness. But there's a quieter one underneath it. The loss of trusting your own read on people. That one takes longer to name, and it's often the one that lingers after the first grief has faded. Notice how the whole arc connects. The love bombing built the attachment fast. The isolation made sure no one else was close enough to question it. The financial requests kept the sunk cost climbing. And the discard arrives only once there's nothing left to extract, or once continuing the story becomes riskier than ending it. Each stage set up the next one. None of it was random. That's the full shape of it. But one thing needs saying clearly. Not every sudden silence is a scam ending. People do leave relationships for their own reasons, and not every unexplained goodbye deserves this level of scrutiny. The difference is context. A romance scam's silence usually follows a financial request that never got resolved, arrives with no trace of the account left behind, and leaves nothing to actually confront. So what actually helps? Not forcing yourself to stop caring about someone who felt real. It's separating the two things that got fused together. The feeling was real. The person on the other end built it deliberately, then walked away from it. Grieving the feeling doesn't mean you were foolish for having it. It means your brain worked exactly the way it was designed to. It also helps to say the ending out loud, even without their cooperation. You don't need a reply to end this. The silence was already the answer. The account is gone. The version of them you knew never had a body to bury in the first place. But naming what actually happened, ambiguous loss instead of failed love, is what finally gives the grief somewhere to go.